And I'm live. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oops. Okay. How is everybody today? All right. Everything is backwards. All right. Just move this. Okay. Hello, everybody. How is your day going? Happy Sunday. Hi, Miss Barb. How are you? Hi, Leona. Welcome in, Miss Leona. I think you have some bunny bucks with me, hon. If you see something you like, you can use your bunny bucks as credit toward your purchase today. And I'm just adjusting my camera. I'm off camera today, guys. So don't be alarmed that you don't see me. But I'm here. Hello, hello. Hi, Cassandra. Miss Barb. Aloha. Okay. So how was everybody's week? I'm sorry I wasn't here last Sunday. I wasn't feeling so well. So I took the day off. But I hope everybody else is doing well. Good to see everybody. So today, guys, I don't have a lot of hard goods. As you can see, there's some items here and some items there. But other than that, not a whole lot of hard goods today. Mostly, I have some jewelry that I'm going to be showing you, and it varies. Some items are going to be, $5 start, and you get to choose which one you want out of the four presented each time. So I'll do like a letter A through D, and then you guys put in the letter of what you want, and I will do the best I can to keep track on that. Some of the other jewelry is priced a little higher, but everything is going to be an offer up today. And then whatever doesn't sell at the end of the sale, we'll do a recap. And if you're still interested, at the end of the sale, we'll start the offer again. I made a decision. Some channels, what they do is they take everything at the end of their sales, guys, and they do it as a buy it now. I'm deciding not to do that. Again, it just gives everybody an opportunity just in case they came in late. So everything is an offer up, even through the recap. Usually when I do my buy it nows, if 2 or more people pop in with the same number, then it would automatically roll in. So I'm just going to keep it as an offer up, and we'll take it from there. What, Barb? What have you been doing? I mean, spring cleaning. Oh, yes, spring cleaning. Well, happy summer, everybody. What was that? Yesterday was the official first day of summer. And yes, the heat is on. Down here, it sure is. We had a heat index yesterday of 122. So yes, it was a little crispy outside, to say the least. But I hope everybody else is doing well. And yes, spring cleaning. That's always fun. You always find some things that you don't need and can donate or whatever. Get your house in order from the winter. Always fun. A spring fresh start. Very good. All right. So we do have some other activity going on some other channels today. So thank you all for being here. I surely appreciate it. I did send out a notice on Instagram, but that might take a little bit. Not sure how long that takes. It's just a post. So we might have some more people popping in a little later. So, oh my goodness, what did you do? You took 6 loads to Goodwill? Good Lord. Wow. Yeah, you just, well, I'm sure they were happy to see you bring that stuff in. Yeah, spring cleaning is always, it's a refreshing, you know? It's always good to cull through your stuff. All right. Other than that, the what's coming up for me is this coming Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be a guest on Unimagic on her YouTube channel. She's having a sale. So if you don't know Unimagic, it's let me see if I can find it and then I can post it in the chat. She has a channel. She does a lot of glass. She has Karen Chasing Vintage as her guest. Angela Isaac is her guest. So it'll be Angela, Karen, myself, and Unimagic. Her name is Stephanie. So I would love if y'all could pop over there Thursday evening, 7 p.m. That would be wonderful. Show some love. They do a lot of glass and things like that. So I'm excited to be a guest on their show. So I'll try to see if I can find her channel. Let me see if I can just put it in the search here. Yeah, Unimagic. And let me click on here. And let me see if I can share her channel. Share. Copy. Okay. Then go back to my channel and put it in the post. Okay. Let's see if this works. And paste. Go. Okay. So that is the link to her channel. If you guys want to pop on over, subscribe to her channel. That way you'll get the notification and you'll know where everybody will be. I am bringing all glass items. So I'll be bringing like glass items, some paperweights and some glass vases and things like that. So it should be fun. I'm excited about it. I'm excited. So other than that, that's all that's been going on. My honey and I went out. Let's see, what did we do? We went out bumming and thrifting. Went to 2 estate sales yesterday. And they both had really nice things. I picked up a couple of items, but they're not with me today. Oh, wait a minute. Is one? Yeah, one is there, the Madonna. And we picked up a couple of items just thrifting and bumming around. But the 2 estate sales yesterday, one was it was pretty interesting. I could not videotape in either one of them, unfortunately. But the one there was one item in each of the estate sales that I wanted, but you know, it's out of the budget, guys. One was a beautiful, it was a 1921, like it looked like a Bombay chest, but it's a 1921 Victor Victrola in pristine condition. But they had like $475 on it. And I was like, that's way over my budget. So I had to pass that one up. And the other one, they had some beautiful pieces. They had some gorgeous furniture, real high-end items. And up on the mantle shelf sat these beautiful robin's egg blue, I want to say French opalescent mantle candles with the long, like 6-inch prisms hanging. And they even had the original big candles that went in them. They were like, I don't know, they were like 24-inch size candles. It was gorgeous. I looked at that and my heart skipped a beat, of course. And but they were $200 for the set, which, you know, again, it's out of my budget, but it was, you know, they were real pretty. So, but I had to pass those up. You know, and some things are not meant to be, unfortunately, when you go to the estate sales and you find the really good stuff. So anyway, that's pretty much it for what we did. Did a little bit of thrifting, not so much. We didn't find too much in the realm of really, really good items, but yeah, we did. It was a nice couple of days spent together, just out and about. Let's see here. Let's see here. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hey, Sabrina. How are you? Where you been? I hope everything is well with you. It's good to see you. I don't know if I could show you the newest addition to the family here. We found 2 weeks ago, and it was on a bucket list, so I can show it to you quick. But I've been wanting to have one of these, and I found it, so I can just pan the camera over to you, and you can see it. There it is. Minus all my junk. Anyway, that is my new addition. Hi, Margot. It is 1930s. Is it? No, I'm lying. It's late 1800s, Louis the 16th style mahogany. And I saw that, and of course I put my stuff in it. Put some stuff in it. But that, again, that was another thing I had on the bucket list. But I was able to get that at a very reasonable price. So we lugged that home yesterday. That was fun. And polished it up and cleaned it up, and that's where it sits in my dining room now. So anyway, that's the newest, my newest thing. Other than that, that's all that's going on. That's all that's going on. Hold on a second. I gotta get something before we start. But it's had, so anyway, I think, what did I see, Sabrina? I think I saw, what did I see? Something, I think you were, I think, what was it? Is it your son or daughter-in-law or whatever had a new baby? If so, congratulations. I think I read that post correctly. But anyway, other than that, like, we can get started. Margot, I have a photo. Every time I look at it, I think of you. I mean, if you're interested, but if not, that's okay. Let me see if I can show it to you. But I had this print, and it says Marga with the cat and the black boot. I guess it's for black polish or boot polish. But yeah, this is it here. I wanted to show it to you. I think of you every time I look at this. And I was like, well, let me show it to you since you're here. And if you're interested in that. But yeah, that's a nice, and it's professionally framed too. So that's a nice print. It looks like it's on that, like that linen paper. But yeah, Marga. Anyway. All right. So let's get back into it here. Yeah, it is cool. I think so. All right, so let's get back into what we're doing here. So if you're new to my channel, I just do the background work here. If you're new to my channel, my name is Maryanne. It's Olmiotic Treasures. I'm located in southeast portion of North Carolina. I use Pirate Ship to ship my items, and I use PayPal for your invoicing. You don't have to be a PayPal customer. They do accept you to pay as a guest, and they accept all forms of credit cards, and I believe Venmo and Apple Pay as well. So you don't have to have money in that account, PayPal account, to be able to purchase. All I ask you to do, if you do intend to purchase from me, is to please send me your name, your real name, and your YouTube name if it's different. Your full mailing address with zip code and an email that I can send the invoice to. Some folks have been sending the email associated with their PayPal account that could be causing some confusion. I believe that email may be used just for yourself for PayPal, but you might not be getting the notification from PayPal if you're using that. So I use the email that you use to send me your information. So the email that you give me, that you use, please make sure that email is something that you view on a regular basis. That way, you'll be able to see the invoice coming through. Secondly, I have to say, if your PayPal account has been compromised lately, or if you're having trouble, please let me know right away, as soon as possible, if you're experiencing problems with your PayPal account, or and that way I can I can hold off on the invoicing, and that way, just let me know right away, and that way I don't, package everything up and then send you an invoice, and then, time goes by, and then, you have to cancel it because, something happened or something's been going on with your PayPal account. So that's the only thing that I ask, please. The other items are, I don't do a just in case here. It's too confusing for me. I got enough going on. I can't. Hi, Miss Sherry. How are you? Welcome in. Um, Other than that, um, that's pretty much it. That's what's going on for today. And again, today will be all offer ups. And also, again, I'll restate that at the end of the sale through the recap, it's all offer ups as well. It will not turn into a buy it now at the end of the sale. So that's what works for me. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's see how far in we are. All right, we're in at 20 minutes, and thank you everybody for coming in. It's Miss Sherry. Good to see you, Sherry. Good to see you. I hope your week went well and your weekend is great. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of the hard goods first and kind of clear those out, and then I can hone in on some of the jewelry items. Some of the less expensive jewelry items, they're going to start at $5, and I might start them lower. I don't know. I'll play it by ear. And then I have other items that are much better quality, and those will be at a higher cost. So, all right. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much, Sherry. It's wonderful. Oh, you know what? I don't have my black light because this thing moves. How do we say this? I always get super nervous when I do live sales because I'm really not a public speaker. So I'm always very nervous and never quite know what to say, and then I get really nervous and forget my words. So if you don't know that about me, now you do. I'm trying to be more calm and relaxed. But I do have that anxiety. Okay. Let's start with something here. Okay. So right in front of you, right here, I'm going to just bring you in. Right in front of you here is this beautiful cake plate. Now I'm doing this with my camera on a down scope, so it's a little awkward to see it. But what that is it is a New Martinsville cake plate server. It's called the pattern is a floral basket. If you can see that. I love the way that the design of it shoots out like that. Those they look like icicles actually, but the design is flower basket, clear cake platter server, New Martinsville, and this was put out between 1938 and 1944. This starts as an offer up at $25. There's no chips, no cracks, and there's no damage. And again, 1938 to 1944. And it's a beautiful cake platter. And there's, people that use these just for risers. You can put your jewelry on there. You can put, what else you can put on there? Your perfume bottles. But there's the pattern. There's a flower basket right in here. Isn't that pretty? And I can give you a quick measurement on that. That is, at the widest, it's 10.5 inches in diameter. 10.5 inches. Oh, stop that, Sherry, with the coconut cake. You're killing me. I love coconut cake. When we were out and about, we went into a Publix, and I had never been in a Publix, so I was quite. We were. I was. I mean, honey, he didn't care either way, but I was like, ooh, because pretty much all we have here is Walmart and Piggly Wiggly and IGA and a Food Lion. But anyway, went into Publix, and it was like, I felt like I was on vacation, honestly, guys. You know, it might sound silly, but they, coming from New York, we were used to eating, boar's head, cold cuts. And so when we came down here, the local supermarkets didn't know what Italian cold cuts were. Like, really. Like, they didn't have boar's head. They didn't know what, Anyway, so we kind of were at a deficit of eating really good cold cuts. And they sold, and we went to their deli and said, "Do you have boar's head?" And yes, they did. We were like little piggies. We're like, okay, well, we'll take this and that and that and this. So we treated ourselves to cold cuts. And I said, well, I had to laugh with my husband. I was like, we're so boring. I mean, we go out of town and go to a local supermarket and get all excited. Like we're on some fantastic vacation. And, ooh, look at that. Ooh, you know how that is, guys. So anyway, that's what our silly adventure to the supermarket of Publix. But anyway, so this is the platter, New Martinsville. And if there's no interest, we'll pass and move on. Okay. If you think about it and you like it, you can put it in the chat later. All right. Put that over there. Okay. So up next, we're gonna go to some Pyrex. Now this Pyrex dish here, oops, sorry for the ride, guys. This Pyrex dish right here has a glow. This is, let me see, where's my notes? It's a clear casserole dish with an etched flower lid. This is 1920s to 1940s. Now there's one condition on it, which, sometimes they have them. But this glows, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I'm going to have to turn the lights out low to show you. I don't know if you can see that or not, but here you go. Can you see the green in there? There's green in the little lip. It's green on the edges. It's kind of hard because I have the lights on, but there's some green glow. Now it's not a horrific green glow like the uranium is super bright, but I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it's let me see if I can cut this light. It's an older bowl. And the history was, and I've had the bowl for a long time. I don't know. Can you guys see that? There's like a green right along this edge. You could see it on the down. But anyway, I've had this bowl for like the longest time. And then I found the lid. Okay. And the lid has a number right here. There's a number right there. and it says Pyrex in capital letters, and the lid is 623 dash 6 or C. No, yeah, 623 dash C. And so is the bowl. The bowl is let me see. I can't even see it. It's 1.5 quarts, 023. But when I matched them up, and this also has the large Pyrex, so it does have some scratch marks on it. It's got some marks on the bottom, but here's where there's a little bit of an issue is right here on the back, right there. There's a little chip on the underneath of the handle, but this handle is fine. So it's a tiny little, and that's been there for a long time. So, but this was in my inventory for the longest time and didn't even know. And then I found the lid and I was like, oh my goodness. So I researched it and the two match. Let me turn the lights back on. So that, and then this is offer up, and that is starting at $16. And again, it's 1920s to 1940s. And you can see it has the etched flowers here. Okay, you can see that better. But I was like, oh my goodness. You know what I was really oblivious to it until I was watching Scott on the Old Curiosity channel, Old Curiosity Shop, and he had a lid like this, and he's the one I learned that from. So there's your little chippy do on the bottom. It's very smooth, but it's there. But again, from 1930s, 1940s, it's going to have some use. But to find a lid is, he said that to try to find the lids are hard. So, yep, clear casserole with etched flower lid. And other than that, other than that tiny little chip. So it just has a very faint glow, and it's 1.5 quart size. Okay. Maybe it could have had a chrome caddy in its lifetime. You're right, Sherry. Could have been. Could have been. So if there's no interest in that, we can pass and we'll go to the next item. Put my notes back on it. There we go. All right, up next, let's do this. Okay, so this is, these are made by Arrow. These are opera glasses by Arrow. Excuse me. Here's the original box that they came in. These are an offer up, and they're starting at $15. Okay. And they're just little pocket size. And here's your made in Japan custom lens to 25 times. Does have a little bit of paint loss right here. And then on this side. And they just open up like this. You collapse them down. Let me see. That was going to make a lot. Yeah. You push your finger in like this and they collapse down. And they close up like that. Then you just slide them in your pocket and you can take them on your way. To open them up, you just do that. but they're definitely vintage. I'm not even going to guess the year, or maybe I could be off. You guys probably know better than me, but I'm thinking maybe 1960s, or yeah. But there's the inside. It's nice and clean. The mechanism, the glass is not scratched or broken, so they're great. Dee had a set of these. What was it? 2 weeks ago. Not this Saturday. Saturday before. No, it was the Saturday of the 29th of May is when I was selling with her. She had a set of these. And I always laugh with Dee because she's, she sells something, I'll watch her sell, and I'm like, holy crap, I got that too. We thrift similarly. So there you go. And it comes in the original box. Set of vintage little binoculars. $15 start. Excuse me. Not bad. Okay, guys. Let's see what else we have. I have a set of 4. These are called, believe it or not, they call them sip and smoke luncheon plates. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1940s, 42 into 50s, made by Hazel Atlas, and it's the ball and rib pattern. Okay, these are going to start at 25 for the set of 4. Now, I grew up with these. Okay, these have been with me a long time. I remember my mom having these underneath the coffee table, and we would bring them out for the holidays. And here's where you put your cup. No, actually, that's a lie. This is the ashtray. This is your cup, and this is your food. So it's kind of weird to, well, no, this is the ashtray right here, because there's your divot. And it's kind of weird that you would put your cigarette that close to your food, right? But that's the way, that's the way it was back in the day. So they're made by Hazel Atlas. Is your rib and ball pattern. They're in excellent condition, and you get a set of 4. Okay, right there. I'm not gonna. Okay, so you guys can look at those right like that. There's no glow to them, but I can give you a measurement. Okay, so from one end to the other is 11 inches, and they're 6 inches wide. 11 inches long by 6 inches wide. And they are made by Hazel Atlas. They're cute. They're nice. If you have company, you can even use it as a dresser tray, right? I mean, couldn't you? You could put like a little jewelry here and your perfume bottle or whatever, or keys or whatever. You don't have to always use them for, you don't always have to use them just for snacks. But they're very pretty. Very pretty set. Hi, Sherry. Oh, Sherry. Hi. Hi, Poppy. How are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, you sure could, right? All right, so if there's no interest, we're going to pass. And we'll bring on the next item. I should turn my lights back on. Okay. All right, up next, a little mid-century modern, or mid-century rather. I want to say more 1960s, but if you collect Pyrex, look at that. This is a Pyrex juice container. Super clean. And the gold on the outside is pristine. You know, a lot of times you find these and the gold is all worn off. This is a 48-ounce size, and it does give you the ounce sizes on the side. Right here, it says Pyrex. You can see it right there. Pyrex. And it's in beautiful condition. And the lid is a plastic with the gold top. And it just fits right down snug like that. It does measure. What did I have? Did I lose my? Okay, here we go. This is an offer up. And this starts at $12 for the Pyrex juice container. The overall length is 10.5 inches. And again, it's a 48-ounce jar size in pristine condition. Isn't that nice? And it has the gold flowers on both sides. And again, it gives you the measurements here on the side. You got 12, 16, all the way up. So you could do your measurements. In excellent condition. And I would definitely say that that's 1950s for sure. They did a lot of this gold work on their items. That gold and silver on their glassware. Okay, so if we have no interest, we can move on. And we'll put that in as a pass. All right, next up. Okay, let's do Maryanne. Yes, Maryanne. My birthday is July. Okay. That's so sweet of you. My birthday is in July, Poppy. So is D. D is what? The 20th, and I'm the 13th. Yours too, Sherry? Ooh. See, Cancer girls, Cancer babies. There you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet of you, Poppy. Isn't that nice? Oh my goodness. 1930s Astoria candlesticks. We're going to start these off at $16. These are from the 1930s. Okay. They have the etched flowers on the bottom, right here. Fostoria made these. And there's the bowls. They're not cracked. And, yep, here, that's my number. Let's take my number off. Oy, mamma mia. Okay. Darn it. All right. There we go. Okay, so on the back here, you see the design and the flowers right here. This is etched in. That has a lot of wear right along the very edges, which tells you it's also another indication of age. But the bowls, which is what they call these right here, these are in good shape. They're not damaged at all. It's a nice 1930s vintage pair of candlesticks. And like Scott says, he's not sure why, but see mine, here they measure equal. Here they measure equal, but if you spin one to the right, it's a little bit lower. So I guess that tells you that you would put them this way and they won't be lower. But anyway, he was showing some that where they didn't match up. So he said they must have, maybe changed the mold or something like that. But these are in pristine condition. They're 1930s Fostoria glass double bowl candle holders with the etched pattern right in here. If you guys can see that. And they're absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful addition to the your vintage decor, if that's what you do. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Good afternoon. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. Okay, so if there's no interest on that start, we can pass along and we'll go on to the next item. Okay, you could just leave those right there. All right. Okay, Dee had this in her last sale, in one of her last sales or whatever. And I told her, I said, I got one of those too. And hers sold, so I thought I would bring mine. This is a oil. It holds oil. You put oil down in these little reservoirs right here. Okay, this is kind of hollow in there, and there's your reservoirs. And then you get the wick, which you can buy the wicks. And then you just put the wick down in there and light it, and then it burns the oil. This is made by Ambrosia Art Glass, made in Poland, and it's a hand-blown orb, as they call it, an orb. There's no damage at all. Okay. It's nice to see you too, Eileen. Poland makes some nice glass. You know, the Europeans, they really do. Okay, this is starting at $12. Isn't that nice? I thought it was just like a paperweight, you know, that you could put very skinny little flowers in there. But then Dee was like, hey, that holds oil. And I was like, no kidding. Yeah, but it's weighty. It's nice and weighty. And it's heavy. And that's heavy. Yeah, and that's true, Sherry. We do have the same picking vibes. She's too funny. Okay, if there's no interest, we'll pass on that. All right. Let's do this. All right. I'm going to try to get through the glass today. Up next, I have this really pretty glass candle holders. They feel absolutely wonderful. You know, they have that you know, when you feel Cambridge glass or what the other Cambridge or Hazel Atlas. So in other words, they feel like they're fire polished. That's what gives it that buttery feel. But these are beautiful. Okay, there's a set, and there you can see the little bubbles in there. I'm not sure who makes these. To be honest with you, they have the like the what 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, octagon bottom. And this has a nice tapered stem, and then the bowl, and then it looks like that's like a flower. But there's a set of these. These are a set. And these are we're going to start these at $12 for the set. And I give you a quick measurement. They measure, they're so pretty. They measure about 7.5 inches in height. And welcome in, everybody. I know we have some people hanging out in the Lurker Lounge. Welcome to you too. Don't be shy. You can pop in and say hello. And maybe my screen. See, I'm watching on my laptop. I'm wondering. See, my phone is showing a full screen, but my laptop is showing less. So I might have to just pull these down a little bit for you to see them. Okay, but they're beautiful. Aren't they pretty? Okay. They're gorgeous. Hi, Elaine Marie. How are you? It's good to see you. You just got done cleaning closets. Nice. Well, you and Barb ought to get together. Barb just got done doing a spring cleaning herself. Okay, guys. All right. So we're going to pass on those as well. Oh, that was, remember guys growing up and your mom would say, go clean your room. And so you'd clean it or whatever. And then she would walk in and open the closet. And that's where you stuffed everything. And she's like, okay, now clean your closet out. I was like, no, I don't want to clean my closet out. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, you looking for shoes? That's funny. Okay. All right, so let's put these to the side. Okay. All right. Now, let's do the juice set. I'm just trying to get all the big stuff out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to do the juice set in here. Now, I'm not sure who makes this. Now, maybe Libby. Not positive. But it's definitely 1960s for sure. It probably came with a lid. But it comes with 5 glasses. Okay. So, I'm not sure. This just says number 5 on the bottom and a number 1. But the graphics, the paint is pristine. And again, like I said, with this stuff, you always see this chipped away because they put it in the dishwasher or whatever. But this probably came with like a plastic lid at some point, which is, lost forever in somebody's junk drawer. But you get that. I'm assuming it's probably 12 ounces. And remember, you guys of a certain age and like myself, in the 60s, Tang was all the rage, with the guys going to the moon. So we all drank Tang. So here's the little glasses. They're like little 4-ounce glasses. And they're that big. So you get 5 of them. Let's see if I can pull these down into the screen better for you. You can see it. No. Yeah, that's better. Okay. There we go. Let me see if I can adjust this. Give you a better angle. There we go. Maybe that's better. Okay. All right. So there they are. And the juice set, this is a start. This is a start of $16 for the set. Yes, this was the wildest, yes, it was a weird taste. But for us, because we really weren't drinking anything like that. But yeah, I remember that. It was fun. Okay. So you get the whole set. It's $16 for the whole set. I just still don't understand. Are you guys getting like half of what I'm seeing? Because I'm not seeing. Okay. Let me lower this again. Because I'm not, on my laptop, I'm not getting a full shot. Is that better? See, on my phone, I'm getting a full shot, but on the laptop, I'm not. No? Still no? You guys got to tell me. I'm trying to do this differently. Okay, let's see how that works. Oh, sorry. Oh, they go on alerts. Oh, maybe I should just back up a little bit. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's better. Okay, good. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. So I'll just bring it closer to you. There you go. All right. So there's no interest in that, and we can pass. We'll move that to the side. So I've been seriously contemplating opening up a vendor booth in my local vendor mall. That's by me. And so, let's see here. Hopefully give you a better shot of that one. So I'm contemplating it. I'm truly contemplating it. See, I don't understand why I'm getting a cutoff when I can see everything on my phone fine. But it's not showing, I don't know. It's not showing on the screen. I don't get it. I don't get it. You guys are so polite. You know, like, hey, we can't see what you got. Can you show us what you got? Okay, let's try this one. Okay. See, I can see it. It's like so far away. No, still can't see it. It's cut off. You see everything on your cell? Okay. So I don't know why I can't see it on the left. Okay, so this is starting at 25. It's hand painted, all hand painted watering can. Okay, there's no mark on the bottom, but they did put the little felt feet, but there's no mark on the bottom here. So I suppose it was a blank, but somebody, whoever painted it, did a beautiful job. I love the handle, the way the handle is. This is gorgeous. And all the design along the top, like this draping right here, the way that the handle is made. And it has the flowers and the gold, and inside is super clean. I mean, guys, isn't that, that's so pretty. Look at the scroll work on the bottom. So yeah, like I said, I've been thinking about doing a vendor space, because I just have so much stuff, right? And I have an opportunity to, to get it seen and sold or whatever. So I've just been thinking about it, but I'm kind of a little apprehensive, you know. I mean, they have some beautiful items in there. Their vendors bring really good quality items. Now this measures, so it's, this measures, yeah, it is shabby, isn't it? It's definitely shabby chic. This measures 9 inches in height, and we have about 10 inches from spout to handle. Now, mind you, this has absolutely no damage. None. There's no chips, which you usually get on the spout. There's no chips. There's no chips on the base. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. And it is signed S. Messina, right there. S. Messina. Oh my goodness. So there you go. All right. Hi, Jesse James. How are you? It's good to see you. And we're going to pass. Okay, guys. So let me ask you this. I was listening to another channel talk. They were having a discussion on like what sells in the booth. I think it was it was on just before I came on. Carolina's Sweet Treats and Pretties. Anyway, she had a panel of guests, and they were talking about like what was popular, what's selling, what's popular in the vendor booths. Um, and different ones, different ladies were selling different things or in different locations. But she said that what is it called now? If you guys remember back in the 80s and 90s, all the what is it? Like all the country stuff, you know, with the blue bow goose. She said they're using a blue bow goose and a yellow bow goose now for children's little boys' birthday parties, and they're calling them silly gooses. But people are picking up and buying, you know, like the wood shelves with the heart cuts out in them, all that stuff. But for years we were like, oh no, you know, we did that. You know, we did that in the 90s and in the late 80s, 90s. You know, but the younger generation, they're digging it and they're going back to it. And they're calling it country core. So a lot of folks are getting back into country core. And so if you're a reseller, you might not want to pass that stuff up anymore. So apparently it's trending on TikTok. And if it trends on TikTok, everybody's in, right? I don't watch TikTok, so I don't have a clue what's going on. All I do is I just try to bring things that my customers like and that I have a history of selling. And but I was like, oh my goodness, all that stuff is coming back. Yeah, millennials are loving it. It's their turn. So we had it when we were millennials, right? Oh, it's all resentment of the growing up. Oh my God, that's funny. Okay, so up next, here we go. This is a hobbyist piece. Okay, now I just got this over the weekend at an estate sale. So this is going to start at, oh, hold on. I typed that in wrong. Nope. This is going to start at, God, jeepers creepers, what is wrong with me? Oh, there's the button. This is going to start at $12. Okay. Now this is a hobbyist piece. It's a Madonna. It's really, really well made. You wouldn't think it was a hobbyist piece, but it is. There's this her mark on the bottom. But for someone who did ceramics back in the 70s, tell you what, she did a beautiful job cleaning this with the lines for the mold lines. But isn't she pretty? Just the basics, right? No color, no nothing, but so beautiful, serene, the way that her robe drapes. Maui? Not now. Don't have an itching fit now. Please, 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 please. Come on. Come on. Come on, go inside. Go inside. So this starts at, let me say, this starts at $12. Okay. And she measures, thank you, Sherry. She did. I think she did. She starts at She's probably about 9.5 inches from what I can see. 9.5 inches by about 4.5 inches, but a beautiful Madonna. Very, very pretty. It is lovely. My point earlier was I forgot what my point was, but I was wondering, and I wasn't sure to put out like a poll or something like that, but I'm just kind of curious into what people are collecting. Okay. As a reseller, you go out and, you buy what you love. Okay. And that's really hard to resell because then you want to keep everything. But, it's soup to nuts. I mean, some people, depends on who's at my sale. Some people love the hand painted stuff. Some people love the more of the primitives. Some people love the glass. It really all depends on who's at the sale. But I'm curious to see whether or not, like, what is really trending with our age category. Most of my folks are 50 and over. So like, what pulls you in? What are you looking for is what I'm trying to find out. Because as a reseller, we really don't know, what, what everybody's looking for specifically, and then you could really get overloaded with inventory because you're buying and buying and buying and buying. And then, if it doesn't move, then what do you do with it? So I'm just curious what you guys are interested in. Is it linens? Is it glass? Is it antique glass? Is it vintage glass? Is it modern? Mid-century modern items. I'm not sure. So I just keep bringing you different stuff. Everything I'm enjoying. Oh, you love cobalt blue cut to clear, Leona? Yeah, me too. That's really pretty glass. It's hard to find it though. That's true. It's hard to read what people are pulling for. Yeah, gut instinct. Yep, the linens. Yes, love. Oh, Irish linen. Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll pass on the Madonna. And I don't really want to bore you guys with showing the same items all the time. You know what I mean? Like, if it doesn't sell this way, do I bring it back in 3 weeks? You're like, oh, I already saw that. Oh, pillowcases, the old handmade ones. Okay. Okay. The estate sale we went to had linens, but she had towels, but they weren't like Canon towels and nothing like that. But she was so sweet. She sold lace on the end of all her towels, which I thought was charming. Okay, so let's see. What I did with that. Okay, we'll put that there. Hold on, let me make my note. Okay. So like what I like to do is I like to, everybody's tastes change over time, right? So here's another angel figure well, it's not another angel figure, but it's an angel figurine. She's a resin. She's very pretty. Um, she says the love of a family is life's greatest blessing. Okay, here's the bottom. It is a resin, a hard resin, a solid resin rather. She has these beautiful wings that are made. They look like branches with leaves on them, and there she is. I just thought she was really pretty. And everything is a offer up, so we're starting this at 8 for the angel. It's kind of folk arty, you know. It's a folk art look. She's this pretty gray and the bronze colored on the leaves, and she stands this tall, 9 inches, and then her wingspan is about 6 inches. So it's a oh, and you buy for gifting as well? Yes. That's a great idea. Why not, right? And that I've said that, and I have to agree with you 100%. I mean, you don't always have to buy brand new, to give as a gift. You know, I mean, if you know that someone collects certain items or certain decor or whatever, why not? You know, if you find that out in the wild, there's no shame in it. You know, there's no shame in it. Back years ago, it was, you know, it wasn't cool to thrift. It was like, oh no, you know, only poor people do that. But now, you know, I'm glad things changed, you know, because, you know, you can find something like this and give it as a gift, and somebody might collect angels, or you find something in the wild that somebody collects for their decor, and you give that and you add that to their gift list. And, you know, they're not going to boo-hoo at it and go, oh, you shouldn't have, you know. And I'm sure that they would appreciate it so much more than, you know, a pot set or something like that they don't really, you know, who knows. But yeah, gift giving from the vintage world, especially if they collect, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a great idea. Oh, for their bridal showers and weddings. Yeah. Oh, see, there you go. Registered on Etsy. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Because we've informed them. Mercedes and BMWs. You're killing me. Well, that's why we know how they can afford those, because they thrift. Anyway, so we have no interest in the angel. That's fine. We'll move on. So we'll pass on that one as well. Okay. So we'll put her to the side. Yeah. Okay, so I did everything across. So let's do this cruel. Okay, I've been holding back on this. This was made in 1976. Okay. Now I did my notes. So anybody who likes crewel, enjoys crewel, they're going to know this pattern if you know your patterns and you know your vintage stuff. If not, if you're just collecting, you know, the 60s or, yeah, the 60s nostalgia, 60s, 70s. Okay, this is made by Paragon's Crewel Embroidery Kit, and it's number 0671. And it's called Jacobine Squirrel. It's 12 by 15. And this is an offer up, and we're starting this at $20. And I knocked the camera back. There we go. Okay. And it's 12 by 15 overall, and it's designed to fit a 9 by 12 frame. So that and the work is super nice. It's that 1970s for sure. Now here, I can bring it in closer. Okay. Yes, it comes with the frame. Okay. Right here it says what AMH 1976. Right here, that's when this was done. So again, the 60s, 70s style. But I'll show you the stitching work that was done. Whoever did it did a great job. And it looks like it's on this like linen background. And let me show you the back. This was custom framed at the frame factory. So it's all sealed in nice, and it has a sawtooth hanger. Okay, and this is in size. It's a 12 by 15 in total size. Let me just back that up. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. I like the name of it. I see John the Reseller in it 20. Hello, John the Reseller. Good to see you. Yes, it does. It comes with the frame. It sure does. I've seen prices close to $30 without the frame. So, hi Maritza, how are you? I still have the binoculars. I can show them again if you'd like. Okay. I see Risa. Hello, Risa. How are you? Risa at 23. John at 25. It is a lost art. So we said 11 by 13. I'm sorry, what did I say? 12 by 15? My apologies. Oh, it's 12 by 15, but it's 9 by 12 frame. In other words, I guess it wraps around the back. So this is 11 by 13. Okay. Yeah. So that's what size the frame is, 11 by 13. So Risa is at 28. John is out. Thank you so much. So if there's no more interest, we can count it down. Okay, we're going to count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bid end. And there's my stop. Okay, so I see that this is sold to Miss Risa. Thank you, Miss Risa. She's coming home to you. And thank you so much, John. And whoever else was bidding, thank you so much. It's a lovely piece. Thank you. All right, that's sold, Miss Risa. Okay. Now, Maritza, I showed the binoculars, the little opera glasses. Okay, for those who didn't see them. So here you go. I'll give you another look. And they're in the red. And they're made by, this is Krylar, Chrysler Lens, made in Japan by Arrow. And they're nice and clean on the inside. Okay, so these were an offer up at 15. So is this something you're interested in, Maritza? They are still available. Yes, absolutely. I agree. Okay, thank you so much. I'm not sure if I have your information, Maritza, but if you would be you'd be sweet enough, you can email me that information. And how you close them, hon, is you push down right here on the bottom, and then you just close it right up, and it goes right in the box. Okay, so we have that sold to Maritza. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. And this sold me to Risa. Okay, thank you. All right. I try to look for like embroidery and stuff like that too. Maritza. All right, put that to the side. Okay, guys. So we did the large stuff. There's another item that I have that's big. I'm not sure if this is everybody's deal, but there is one customer of mine that absolutely loves this stuff. So when I found it, I thought I would bring it. It does have a little bit of wear to it, but overall, it's gorgeous. I think I don't mind that it's missing little things. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust my camera. All right, we're gonna start this. We're gonna start this off at 20. Did I even type that right? I didn't. Gee whiz, I still didn't spell it right. Here we go. Now I can type. Okay. All right. Now, this is something that I just found in the estate sale that we went to over the weekend. Okay. And because it's different and it's unique, and I do have a customer that does buy this kind of stuff from me, I grabbed it. So, but guys, I was like, well, what is it? Right? So look at this. Now it does have, I'm just going to show you, it does have some missing tile work up in here. I believe this is done with probably a bone, but you see here how it's very intricate, but up here there's little pieces missing on the corner. But look at the carved detail here. Can you see that? Like there's an elephant. I'm not sure what that is, like a dog maybe, a bird, a fox, maybe another fox. There's this beautiful carved pheasant here. These are all carved, all hand carved in these little recessed boxes up in here. On the drawer front here, it has the same with the birds. And these panels go all the way around. But you see there is some missing. And along the back as well, there's some missing pieces. Okay. Now these little handles here, they don't do nothing. I thought that it was like a secret box, but they don't do nothing. They just, I guess it's for picking it up so you don't damage it. But what's great is that it has a little pull thing, and out, if you pull that, it has this little drawer that pulls out. And in it is some pieces here, maybe goes on the back side for repair, but they kept it. So I think this was just the cutest thing. I mean, so unique. So let me put it down and I'll give you a measurement on it. I don't drop the jot form because I don't know how to do it. I mean, the jot form is in my description, but it's not a link. But you could just use my email address, Maritza, at allintheattictreasures@gmail.com, and just send me your information through there. It's on the screen, honey. Okay. So there it is. Let me give you a measurement. I mean, just the carving alone, and this is a from India. This is 12 inches by 9 inches, and then the height on it is about 2.5 inches in height. I mean, but it's just so unique and so different. You know. Hi, Miss Heather. How are you? Happy Sunday. I'm not sure, Sherry. Like you pick it up like this, you know. I guess that would eliminate you from handling the sides. But yeah, it's just a little drawer. And I thought for sure that these might have been like little secret compartments. Like sometimes you find those puzzle boxes, you know. But yeah, it just slides out. It's just a drawer that slides out. There's no other secret compartments. So yeah, I mean, you could put papers in there or whatever. And because it camouflages so nicely and it could just sit on your desk, nobody would even think to open this up. You know, it's so tiny. But it just looks like this little carry tray. It's just different and unique. And that's why I picked it up. That's why I got it. So, but I love the carving in it. The carving is everything. I love that with the bird. I mean, can you imagine? And all those little pieces are all inlaid. They're all tiny little, probably like bone. There's ebony and white bone, and they're all inlaid in there. It's a tremendous amount of work. So, let me give you a better shot. If somebody wanted to screenshot it, they could. And then you can see what for yourself. But that's what I saw. I see Miss Sherry at 20. Thank you, Sherry. This is definitely a different for sure. If there's any more interest, if not, we can move on. And I will do a countdown and a pass. Okay, so we're going to count it down for Miss Sherry if anybody else is interested. I'm going to count down 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Congratulations, Sherry. It's coming home to you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. You're going to love it. There you go. That's great. Good, good, good. Put my note on there. Salt and the sherry. Thank you so much, honey. Okay. You're welcome, hon. Okay, up next. Up next, I have some scarves. These are 100% silk scarves. They are made from the, it says that it's the finest silk. They're made from the mulberry worm, the mulberry silkworm, who eats, the mulberry plant. But from what I looked up and read, the mulberry silkworm is one of the finer silk that you can get, the finer silks that you can get. So I have 4 to choose from. Okay. And these are brand new in the package. So these were picked up as well. Okay. So we have 4 to choose from. And these are my only buy it nows. And they're $10 each, which is a good price for silk. And this is your first pattern. You can see that one. It's beautiful yellow, grays, has a seashell, and then the seashells here in the pattern. They're a square in shape. This is your corner panel. I didn't want to take it out because then I have to fold it back up and put it back in. But it's WINSLY, small square, 100% pure mulberry silk. But that's the corner panel. That's how that looks. Let me back this up. Good Lord. Okay. I like the way they did that, where they have the shells incorporated into the branches. So we have this one, and this was yellow with a brown. And then we have the red, the browns, the blues. Same with the seashell motif. These are all seashells. And there's the other side. So we have that one. And then we have this one, which looks Asian to me. It looks like a mountain. Like right there. Looks like a mountain. And that's this side. And then the last one is like a paisley, but it's purple. Purple paisley. 21 inches. It says 21-inch square. And those are the 4 to choose from. So we have the purple, looks like Asian mountains, and then the 2 seashells, one red and blue, maroon and blue, and the other one is the yellow and brown. So your choice. Yes, they're folded. They are folded. Didn't open them up. They say they're 20. Open up this package here and show you. And then I'm going to suffer getting them back in. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can show you. All right. There's your tag. 100% silk. 53 centimeters by 53 centimeters. Y'all can Google that. Because, you know, we don't do centimeters in the States. I don't know what 53 centimeters is. Okay, so there it is. But I will measure it for you. 21 inches. 21 by 21, guys. 21 by 21. Okay, so I see Miss Sherry. I see Miss Eileen. Okay, so I can fold that back up and hopefully slide it back in its package. But all of them have the same 100% silk. They're gorgeous. You know, Heather Elizabeth, she wears ties as her scarves and silk. Now this is going to be the fun part, trying to get that way back in there. If you want me to open up another one, I can. If you're interested in one particular and you want to see it further, I can do that. But this one is probably going to be the same. The only one I'm thinking is maybe this one. I'm not sure of the design on this, but I'll open it up anyway. Let's see it. Okay. Here we go. And this right here. There's a tag that says 100% silk, and let me lay it out. Oh, this one's different. That's different. What is that? That's got some kind of a design. I don't know what that is. That is so pretty. Oh, it's definitely an Asian feel. Yep, look at that. Okay. It's definitely an Asian feel. So you have the mountains. There's the flying bird. There's the Asian lettering here. And I guess this is ink in an inkwell for when they do the ink printing, you know, when they do their artwork. So I show that's an ink quill, because here's this is the handle, and that's the, like the, what is it? The tip of the pen and the inkwell. So that's what that is. It's definitely Asian. Asian influence on that one. Yeah. So that's what that one is. I was right. All right. Okay. And then, of course, the paisley. People have probably already know what the paisley looks like. All right. So what do we got? Yes. All right. So we have Miss Sherry and Miss Elaine Marie. All right. So we're going to count it down. Any more interest? Let me know. So if not, first one on the list was Miss Sherry. Which one or ones would you like, my dear? Okay, Miss Sherry wants the red and beige, please. Okay. Okay, so that leaves the purple, the Asian, and the yellow. Okay, so this one's there. Okay. Now, Elaine Marie, which one or ones would you like, hun? The lavender, paisley, and the yellow. All right. So that just leaves the Asian here. Okay. With the mountains and so let me put our names on here. Thank you so much. 2 in total. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So these go to Elaine Marie. And this one goes to Sherry. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Those are really pretty. Like I said, I don't get a whole lot of linens all the time, but I figured I'd give it a chance. Give it a shot. All right. That goes to Sherry. Goes to Celine. Thank you, thank you. All right. Now, I think we did the hard goods stuff. All right, so that just leaves that Asian. The Asian, that's fine. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's dive into some jewelry. Okay. So, and thank you all for being here. The Linen Sisters. You guys are funny. Okay, so let's dive in, okay? I'm going to try to do a down. Let's see if we can do this correctly. I really don't have the proper equipment to do a down scope. Oh, but I'm working with what I got. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I can get this centered. Okay, so we have A, B, C, and D. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so we'll start out with some nice costume jewelry. Okay, do you guys see the letters or no? Do you see the letters? Okay. So, like I said, guys, this is just costume. We got costume jewelry going on here, so, you know. There we go. Let's try some of this. All right, so these, okay, so now these are all going to be starting, this is a $5 start, okay? Let's capitalize. Start. Okay, oh, not 5,000. Okay, this $5 start, A through D. Okay. Now some of these might have names, some they might not, but so all according to what you like. Let's get this one out there, and let's get this one out there. Okay. And here comes the door. All right, post coral. Okay. All right. Yeah, some of the stuff I have marked in a little bag, and some I don't, so you have to bear with me. All right, so the first one, okay, first one is letter A. God, I hope I can get this right. Okay, this is letter B. This is C. And this one, I believe, is black onyx glass. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oops. Or maybe I should do it. I don't know how I should do it. I don't know if you guys can see it. And now the letters are backwards to you guys, aren't they? Okay. Let's see. Oh. I am all the way up. I don't know if I can go any further up. Let me see. Can I? Yeah. Okay. I'm at the top. Okay, guys, can you see it? Okay. There we go. All right. So, can you see everything good? No backward letters? Okay, great. You know what? I'm just going to slide this off here. That's all I'm going to do. So, I'm like Dee when it comes to thrift. Doing her thrift flips. I change my mind all the time. Okay, get rid of that tray. Let's just do it like this. Okay. B, C, D. So we have A, B, C, and D. Okay. Okay, these are $5 stars. Everything in the picture, I hope. You guys let me know. Can I see D, please? The back. Yes. She says a regular clasp, a little rollover clasp. Okay. See, the way that I have my phone in this thing is that the apparatus that's holding my phone is literally blocking my screen. So it's hard for me to see the phone screen. Now let me measure that for you. Okay. So now this is definitely like a black onyx, and it's I'm not sure if it's a, does it feel cold to touch? No. Okay, so it's not a stone. So, all right. So this measures, this is a 7-inch. This one is well, what do they call that? I guess it's a 7-inch. And then this one is a Coro, and this is a 7.5 inch. Okay, and then this one is a Little Christmas pin. Has the pretty little rhinestones and acorns in there. Pine cones and the different colored little stones that are put in there. And it has that, you see that setting from what I've found out, that little pin part right there, that little V, that's like vintage. That's the way they used to do it, but that's a very pretty gold tone. So there's your choices. So we have Miss Sherry and Miss Eileen. Looks nice with your manicure model hand. No. I did do my nails this time though. Can I see A, please? Yes, ma'am. Oops. And this is signed right here. Coro. On this part right here. I don't know if you can see that. So that's what it looks like. Okay. All right. So we have Sherry and Elaine. So which one would you like? Miss Sherry, and which one would you like, Miss Elaine? Okay, so Miss Sherry is going to take the brooch. Okay, very good. All right. Okay, that goes to Sherry. All right. And that, okay, so now Miss Elaine, which one would you? Gold and black D. Thank you. Okay, and number D, or letter D, goes to Elaine. All right, thank you. Okay. Elaine. Marie. Okay, there you go. All right, and is that it? Okay, so we can move those. Or should I just bring two more? I should just bring two more. All right. The next one I have, now this has a toggle. These I believe are natural. These are natural pearls. Okay, letter C. These are natural pearls with a toggle clasp. And this one is a gold tone. Parquet. It has a little tag on it. But this is cute. This is the gold tone. But they make this in gold, believe it or not. But they're little baskets, like the little Longenberger baskets. Okay, so these are the two new bracelets here. So if there's no more interest, I will take those two away. Okay. I do have another shell bracelet here. This is MLP shell stretchy for B. And this one we could do, let's see. We can do a pin. This is a bracelet, a stretchy bracelet. Okay, we could do a stretchy bracelet. Okay, well, this is fun. Stretchy bracelet is a little bit of what looks like an amber glass, but it's not glass. It's more like a little lucite. Has some fun pieces on it, some faux jade stone, some faux turquoise with some findings. Okay, guys, so you can see everything, right? Okay. Hopefully you can see Is it too far away? Should I come down closer? Okay, we could do it like that. Okay. So here's your first one. Okay, this is a stretchy that has lots of little findings on it. These are glass. This is like a lucite. It's the faux turquoise. This is a ceramic. There's a little metal. But it's fun, a fun dangly. Oop. Like that. And then there's these kind of look like Baja pearls, but it's just a mother of pearl. As far as I know, I'm not an expert, but it's just a little stretchy with the little silver beads. Looks very nice on. Very summery. And we got that one. And then this one is has the green glass beads woven in with the natural pearl. It has a toggle clasp. Now this one does fit my wrist, but it's nice and snug. Okay, so that's probably just a 7. I have a small wrist, so I can measure that. And then this one is little gold tone baskets. Sweetest thing ever. It's very pretty. And I'll give you a measurement on that too. Okay, so now we have, this one is 7. This one is like 6.5. And these are just, I don't need to measure those. But I have a very little wrist, so. All right, can you guys see them or no? Hopefully you can see them. Is that better? Hey, it's better. No? All right, no interest. We can pass and we'll move to other items. Okay. All right. Next up, let's do let's do 4 pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. do 4 pins. We'll do 4 pins. And we'll start these 4 brooches. We can start these 4 at $4 for the pins. I'm just going to put in pins. We could do pins or start at, we can do a $4 start because they're smaller. Okay. So first up we have a bow, a gold and silver tone bow, pin, okay, and then we have this leaf. This is a Sarah Coventry. This is marked. If I can get it out. This is a Sarah Coventry. Looks like eggs, don't it? And there's your marking, Sarah. That one actually fluoresces. We have these. I love these. I think these are so pretty. And guys, I just have like a boatload of jewelry. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, these are similar. It's just that the green. Here, I'll show you up front. Whoops, there you go. There's one. There's 2. So this one has a blue belly. This one has a green belly. This is green, red, blue, and this is like a blue, green, and orange. So I have 2 of those. And then the last pin I have is a crab. It's good if you're a Cancer girl, like myself. And again, this one is a crab. And this one can be worn as a pin, or it has a bail on the back. You can wear it as a necklace as well. So those are the 4. You can see them. Oops. My Hemi in my head. That girl loved these knob brooches. You're fine. Eileen. Elaine. Okay. So this one, I believe this one. I think because of the colors. Yeah, this one kind of goes silly. I don't know if you can see that. You see how the orange pops out? Anyway. All right. So we have the bow. Gold tone bow. Close. I always do that. I end up poking myself. And it has a rollover clasp. There's no names on that one. Then we have the Sarah Coventry. We have that one, and that has a Sarah on it right there. Then we have the 2 birds, the rhinestone, the different colors, silver tone. And then we have the crab, which you saw right there. And that just says Best on it. I don't know who Best is. All right, so what do we have? The Moonstone-ish, exactly. All right, so Elaine and Sherry, which ones are ones? Okay. Orange fluoresces. Okay, so this one goes to Sherry. Thank you. And which one? That's $4 to Miss Sherry. Okay. And Elaine would like B and D. Okay. B. I'm sorry. B and D. No, Elaine. The orange fluoresces. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Elaine. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. My bad. Okay, Elaine wants B and D. Okay, B and D. Now, which one on the? Sorry, B and D. I gotcha. Okay, those are for Elaine. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. All right. Elaine Marie. Okay. Put that in the bag. All right. Now, Miss Sherry, which one did you want? Okay, we have the bow and then we have the two birds. Oh, okay. Sorry. So sorry. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Congratulations. All right. Okay. Well, let's start out with what else we have. We can do some of these maybe. Let's see what they have in here. Okay. It still stick to let's try this one. I don't know. This is just a costume. Okay. So necklace. If I can get this right. Here we go. Criminy sakes. So I don't mess around with jewelry too much, guys. Okay. Here we go. Here's the first one. Okay, that's a necklace. There we go. And then we have another necklace. This is pretty. This is a double. And then we have this one. Okay. And then, let's see what else we got in the bag. We have, what is this? I don't know what this is. This is different. Okay, this looks like it's homemade. This looks like it's homemade. That has a music symbol on it. And then, what else? Okay, then I have one of these. Okay, that has one of those face masks on it. Okay, so can you guys see that? Okay. All right, so we have the first one here. Okay, this is just a silver tone. What does it say on there? It says, this is kind of cool. I like it. Robert, Robert Rose. Made in China. Robert Rose. Okay. That's the marking on this one. This is a Robert Rose. These are not stone. These are an acrylic. Okay, so we have that one. All right. And then we have this one. It's another gold tone. This is a fun one. I wonder if any glowy on here. No. No. Okay, and then we have this one. Let's show you that one. Okay, so we have this fun one. And then there's this one. I think someone made this. These are glass beads. And this is very pretty. This is very pretty. And it has like a music symbol, you know, on this slab right here. And then it says, there's a signature on the back. That's what it says on the back. So I'm not sure. But there's music, and these are all glass. So there's that one. And then there's this one, which this has, this is a pretty one too. It has this one, this stuff. There's a name for this one, right? This stone here, what do they call that? But anyway, here's the pendant that hangs off it. And that's what it looks like on the back side. Now, there's no marks that say sterling or anything like that. This is just rhinestones and enamel. There's nothing that it says anything about. Kind of looks like one of the guys from Kiss, right? Remember that group? So, and that is the fourth one. Okay. Okie doke. Is B Betsy Johnson? I don't know. I don't know my jewelry really at all. Sherry, is it hematite? It probably is. A harlequin face. Yeah. Okay. Could be. All right. Okay, is there any further interest? If not, I'll pull them from the board. I'll pull those away. Okay, those were at $5 each. So there's no interest. We'll pull those. All right. That's a cool one. I like that. Okey-doke. Next up, look in this bag. See if I can find some other. All right, now these are probably like statement necklaces. These start at $5. This is like a stainless steel look to it. It's very, it's like, yeah, it's definitely a statement piece. Oh, what did I do? I unplugged the light. That's why y'all can't see. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. So this has some pieces here. Kind of like a, yeah, it's definitely a mixed metal. So that's right there. And I believe this is a toggle right here. So you put that through there. And that's how you can get it on. It comes apart like this. Okay. And then goes back together. And that's how you get it on. Okay. So we have this one. That's A. And we have a blue bib statement. Okay. Fun for the summer. Fun for the summer. Here we go. There's this one. And this has the silver tones to it. All right, so that's B. Again, so these are $5 starts. Okay. Then we have this one, which is another statement piece. What am I going to do with all this stuff? Okay, this is fun. This would look really cool if you have a really good tan, right? Love that color. That's so summer. That's a great summer color. I can see that with like just a white, like a white dress, like a white summer. I mean, hell, ain't that pretty? That's a C. And then D, A, B, C, D would be, you do this. Now this is, let's see, this is a 3-strand. It's acrylic, I believe. It's supposed to look like white howlite, probably, but let's see how it goes. All right, so it's a 3-strand. This is marked Robert Rose. Again, I don't know who Robert Rose is. Okay, let me see if I can get this in here. Here we go. Robert Rose. Don't know him. Okay, so this is what the fourth one looks like. Okay, you have 3 strands, and these are acrylic, but they're supposed to look like hematite. Oh, not hematite. Howlite, white howlite. Okay, so Robert Rose, whoever he is. Okay, so those are your 4 choices, and I know for sure this one pops. I'm pretty sure. I think if I remember correctly. No, it doesn't. My bad. I thought it did. It's okay. All right. So what do we got, guys? Okay. We have number 5 for Sherry. You're funny. Sherry. Summer. I don't pronounce the ER. It's just, Summer. All right. Robert Rose was big. Was he? Oh, I didn't know. I don't know a whole lot about jewelry. I mean, I know the big brands, but, you know, I don't know like the other people. Like most of the people. I just don't know. Okay. So we have A, B, C, and D. If anybody's interested, $5 start. And I see Miss Sherry. So which one would you like, Miss Sherry? Letter A. All right. Here we go. That's a nice one. Okay. That's sold to Miss Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. If there's any other interest? Put your name on that, Miss Sherry. Okay, 5 Sherry. Okay. All right. And there's no other interest. I will pull those out. Okay. Okay. Next, let's see. This is just a fun silver tone with black. Good God. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, the detangling part is not the fun part, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. Let's get you through here. All right. Anyway, wow. Zero patience for this guy. Zero, none, zilch. All right, I think I got it this time. I think. Maybe I don't. Anyway, well, the heck with that. I'm not messing with that. All right. I have this is a pretty piece too. This is looks like silver tone, gold tone, used to be tone. The chain is men's and men's. You could always change out the chain. Looks like, you know. But anyway, that's a very pretty little piece right there. And then this one is this is a Leah Sophia bracelet. That's pretty. That's black silver with rhinestone enamel. This is, I'm not even sure. What is this? Okay. This is one of those. This is one of those ones that hang very long. Okay. It hangs very long on you. So we have this one. That's a lengthy one. And then we have, don't know what that is. This is another kind of mixed chain number. I don't know. I'm not sure. It looks like it does one of these numbers. But it's long. Oops. Okay, and there's the top. So that hangs long. Okay, So those are your choices. Here's the Leo Sophia. This opens up like that. So that's Leo Sophia. That would make a good with this. That would be nice. I like the pendant. The chain is immense, you know. That's what happens when you spray perfume on your jewelry. You lose the tone of it. This is a long one with the faux, and then this is a long one with the gold. Okay. Beauty. Okay. So, and yeah, I know. I sit on my hands. I have to sit on my hands quite a bit. Because like I was saying earlier, like what I like to collect is I like to collect the stuff from it's just a rose quartz. I like to collect a certain era, you know, like my goal for my living room is to do it, you know, in the Victorian era stuff, you know. And then the den where the fireplace is. Hi Tex Mix, how are you? I'm trying to do the look of like the 1920s, 30s. So that's the kind of stuff that I like to collect. That's why I was asking you guys what you thought earlier of you know, the things that you guys like to collect. All right, so we have no interest in any of those. We will put those away. Okay. And let's see here. This is a pendant. This is a pendant. No, is it? No. Yes, this is just a pendant. This is a silver tone with the fish. It's that big. Okay. So it's got a bunch of fish and it hangs on a necklace. It's got dolphins and fish in it and stuff like that. This one is another pendant. I'm not going to confuse that. That's a 5. Let's try this necklace. This is cute. Oh, I hear you, honey. I hear you. I appreciate it, though. This is a very pretty one. Somebody made that. That's a pretty one. Somebody made this one. Looks, it kind of gives the look of being a stone, but it's probably like a resin because it's not cold. And I will wrap that one up. Let's see here. That's a slide. This would be pretty on a slide. Right? I have a choco wire. I have a choco wire right here. You know, when I first started getting into reselling, I bought a bunch of jewelry, like jars or whatever, and I was just kind of going through. So here's a slide, right? So you put that or whatever, and then this would just, you know, this would just hang on your neck, right? Or, I mean, you would mold it to your own neck, right? But here's another one. This is not a stone, but it kind of looks like a stone. This is This would have to, okay, I got it on backwards. Duh. Okay, there you go. That's how it would lay on your neck. Isn't that pretty? Now this is not real, but it doesn't look not real. Okay, but there's a pendant. But it looks pretty. I love the style of that. It's like it's not closed, but it, you know what I mean? So there's a pendant. And here's a slide. So there you go. If anybody's interested, you got the wire, the pendant, this one that's looks like somebody made to look like that. That looks pretty on though, you know? I mean, nobody would know. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, and then we have that one. All right, $5. Okay, Miss Sherry, which one, hon? Which one or ones would you like? This kind of looks like a blue lapis, but it's not. It's not even cold. I mean, actually it is. It is cold. So it could be a... Yeah, that's a stone. That's not plastic. That's a stone. It kind of looks like lapis lazuli or whatever. All right, A and D. Miss Sherry says A and D. Okay, there you go. That's going to look super pretty. Let me see how that's going to look. OMG. Miss Sherry, that's going to look nice. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Nice. All right. Good choice. Good choice. Let me get that bag. Okay, I'll put Sherry into that. That's going to look fabulous. Okay, Miss Sherry, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Let me put your name on here. Thank you so much, Sherry. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, so that's what's left on the board. If anybody else is interested, I really don't think I have. I mean, I can always save these for another time. It's no biggie. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, so, all right. That's a lapis. Okay, so I exhausted you guys. I get it. I get it. Okay. All right, let's put these in here so I don't lose them. You guys have been the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have no idea. Well, you have some kind of an idea. Okay. Well, that definitely put a dent. That definitely put a dent. So I don't know whether I should even keep going because most people, yeah, I'll just do it another time. We can always do this again, another another time on the jewelry items. That was fun. That was fun. Get that cleaned up. All right, so okay, got that. I think that's, these did not. See, if I don't organize myself, I'll be in deep, deep trouble. For sure. Okay, guys. No. Nope. These didn't sell. Nope, those didn't sell. Okay. All right. I'm organized now. Okay. So we have those. Oh, that I could do that another time as well. Okay, guys. So we did the jewelry run. Not sure if there's anybody else who's interested in jewelry. Aw, thanks, Sherry. One more brooch, encores. One more brooch. I don't know. Do we even have another brooch? Right. I don't know. I don't find a whole lot of brooches. I mean, don't find a whole lot. Not really in a $5 one. I mean, these would be more money. Unfortunately. Those are better quality. Well, oh. No, I don't have any inexpensive ones. Oh boy. I mean, the other, pretty much most of the other jewelry that I have is, you know, it's not really custom. It's mostly, I don't know, does anybody actually make jewelry? Does anybody here make jewelry? Or, you know, like, because I have bags and bags of, like, just beads and other things like that. Shell beads, rhinestone beads, stone beads, you know, things that, like, what happened was, like, the, you know, the jewelry broke, so I separated the beads. And I said, well, somebody makes beads, you know. You're looking for sweater clips. She wants a set of 4 more pieces of jewelry. Eileen wants an encore. Oh, one more batch. One more batch. I mean, I have. These are all beads from both items. That's in a jewelry color. Let's see. Okey-doke. Okay. So let's try this one. All right. That's a vintage. No, I'll let that one. We can do this one. We could do that one. Why not? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try these. Okay. Let's see. I don't have any more birches. That's sad. Okay, so this is vintage. You can do this. This is vintage. Okay. That one's vintage. That's like a lucite kind of look. Very pretty. There's one. This one is. This is like a faux turquoise and silver bib necklace. This is pretty. It's gotta be pretty on, right? Okay. That's the second one. This is all faux, but very pretty. And then we have this one. This one is pretty. This one has really pretty beads. I don't know if someone made this or not, but I don't know. There's so many people out there making jewelry. You just don't know, you know? You just don't know. But this is pretty. This is just a mother of pearl. Let's see. Mother of pearl. In here like that. So they use this pendant, which is like a little mother of pearl. And then these are the little black beads, and then they go into these little tiny beads right here. But they're not glass. That's 3. And the last one, this is what I could see. I said bone shell, agate, serpentine, carnelian maybe, blue lace agate, amber glass beads. Somebody, I guess, made this. This is tied off somewhere. There it is. Yep. But and it has cowrie shells. Cowrie. Okay, so that's what this one looks like. There's your natural stones. So cowrie shell, bone. And it's backwards. Yep, that's what that one looks like. So that one, that's a pretty one too. Okie doke, guys. There you go. All right, so remember, this coming Thursday, I'm going to be on, I'm going to be a guest with a Unimagic. On Unimagic's channel, I dropped the link earlier in the chat. And there's what I'm going to be on as a guest with Karen Chasen Vintage and Angela Isaac. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Tex-Mex absolutely. Turquoise reminds me of of all summer, absolutely. It's going to be on Uni's channel. Those of you who know who Unimagic is, it's Stephanie. I did drop her link in the chat much earlier. So if you go back, you can see that link. If you see that, I mean, I have. Let's see. There's all kind of funness in here. I have shells. You guys like shells? Okay. And shells are always so much fun in the summertime. I have a green one. I have this color one. I have this color one. Those are stretchy bracelet shells. Price, Marianne? Yeah, the necklaces were $5, Elaine. The shell bracelets are going to be, these are just dyed shell bracelets. We could say $3 per bracelet. But look at that. Isn't that fun? That's fun. Love the colors. I love the colors. So I have those three. Let's get rid of these, because I did them already. Pierced foam. Big old belt buckle. Oh, try that. And then most of the other. Okay, we can do this. Let's try these. Okay, so these would be $3 each if anybody's interested. Okay, or not, we can we can do these at, yeah, it's up and down. That's a stretchy. That's a stretchy. We have that one. We have this big old belt buckle with snakes on it. But you know, you have to get the belt, you know, belt with the hole like that and bleed it through. You know what kind. We have that one. There's this, which is faux turquoise as well. You know, you can always wear this at the beach, right? And if you lose it, who cares, right? It's not like you're losing real turquoise. Or, you know, you want to buy it for a youngin', you know, to get them started on their own little jewelry collection. Why not? Okay. And then we have these two. These are pierced, but they're the faux turquoise. They're not real. So we have those. Okay. So this would be, these would be $3 each, and this one would be $4. The belt buckle would be $4. If anybody else is interested in that. Otherwise, I think that's going to be it on the jewelry stuff. I mean, I do have other jewelry, but it's just priced. You know, it's better quality. It's not, you know, it's like, you know, it's just better quality. All right, so we're passing on that. All right, I'll put those away. Okay. Okay. These go away. Thank you guys. Unimagic. Hello. I was telling people that we're doing a sale on Thursday. And we're gonna be on your channel. So guys, please go and subscribe. Try to do that drop again. See if I can get it. Okay. See if I can find it. Unimagic. Look that up. Okay. And then hit share. Copy. Okay, here we go. And paste. Okay. There's her channel, guys. Okay. That's okay, Sherry. You don't have to buy anything. Just showing up is great. You just come and hang out. No, there's no there's no obligation. You know, you just come out and hang out and chat with your friends, and you know, that kind of thing. we'd love to have you and subscribe. She's working on getting her subscriptions up. So I want to support her with that. Okay. So, right? So let's get this to the side. Okay, guys. So many people. I don't know where everybody is. Maybe people on vacation now, eh? I don't know. All right, guys. We have, okay, I could just do a real quick, I'll just back it up for y'all. I do a real quick redo. Okay, so again, if you're interested, you throw it in the chat. We had the Madonna at 12. This sold. So let's take that down. Let me take that down. There we go. So we had an offer up of $12 start for the Madonna. Okay. The Fostoria candlesticks. That was a $16 start. They're 1930s. Okay. 1930s Fostoria etched. Okay. $16 start. This is hand painted watering can. The gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. This was a $25 start. This is gorgeous. Okay. We had the vintage Pyrex, with the gold in fabulous condition. 48-ounce size container. We had that at a starting at $12. And then we had the juice set. Not sure who made it. We have the juice set. Okay. And comes with 5 small glasses. Like so. I'm not sure who made this. Could be Libby, but doesn't have an L on the bottom. Okay. So you get all those. And then we had, that was a $16 start. Then we had the Ambrosia Art Glass oil lamp, hand blown, made in Poland. This was a $12 start for that. That's it's a heavy piece. You put the oil in here, in these holes down in there, and then you put a wick in there. And then you light it. So we have that made in Poland. We had these really pretty, very nicely, they feel very buttery, like they're fire polished, candle holders, candlesticks, and these were $12. And then we had the angel. We had the angel, and the angel was $8 for the angel. She is a resin. Okay, we had that. And then we had the Pyrex that has the 1930s, the 1920s, 1940s. The Pyrex 023. with the etched flower lid that has reactive to UV light. So it has a little bit of a green glow to it, and it's 1.5 quart size. It does have a small, chippy do right on the inside of the bottom edge. Okay, and that was started $16 for that. The lids are very hard to find for the bowl, for the matching bowl. So we had that one, and we had put that here. We had the New Martinsville and manganese glow. Yeah, I guess that's manganese if it doesn't glow brilliant, right? So you can't kill uranium because it's not like you can't see it from outer space, right? Now this has like you said, magnesium. This has a little bit of a magnesium glow, not a whole lot. This was a $25 offer up. This is New Martinsville Flower Basket Clear Cake Server. No chips, no cracks, no dents. No dents. You're stupid, Marianne. And then we have the 100% silk scarf with an Asian theme to it here. And that was, when I say these were $10 each. So this has Asian mountains. There's like, there's an inkwell with a brush, the way that they paint the Asian photos, and it has some Asian lettering on it. So that was $10 for that. And then we had the 1940s or 1949, 42 through 50s Hazel Atlas bowl and rib luncheon plates in here. Okay, and there's a set of 4. Oops, sorry for my arm. Okay, and this is what they call the bowl and rib. Okay, and you get a set of 4 for $25. A set of 4 for $25. All right. Okay. I gotta read the chat. Okay. Oh, the cake platter. The New Martinsville cake platter was an offer up, Elaine, at $25. Yep, they sure do. You're welcome, hon. So, like I said earlier in my show, sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. When I do my, Stephanie calls it a flashback, but when I do my, my rerun of everything, I don't, my prices don't automatically drop down to a buy it now. I know some resellers do that, but I chose not to do that because that way people who come in at the end, who want something, and because of the lag is such a pain in the butt and people lose out a lot of times, I choose to do it that way. That if it's an offer up, it remains an offer up. Right to the bitter end, even when I reshow them. So I think it makes it fair for everybody. That way you don't lose out. Okay? And you know what, not for nothing, if nobody bids on it, even on the replay, you know, and you get it for the opening price, you get it for the opening price. Okay, Miss Risa, I see you. And you want the snack trays? Okay. Okay. Yeah, they did, huh? See, Unimagic, you know so much stuff about glass. Um, there's a few pieces of glass that I have questions about. All right, thank you, Miss Risa. These are gonna come to you, hon. These and know that these are coming originally from Long Island, New York, because they used to be in my mother's. They used to be underneath my mother's coffee table. I washed them many, many times growing up. So from my house to yours, hon. Just, thank you, thank you. Okay, so these all Atlas. And these go to Risa. Okay, Miss Risa. Thank you so much. Oh, really? There you go. Did I see your note above? Oh, you have a glowy glass cabinet? Ooh, that's nice. Oh my God. See my note above. Let me recheck. Nice to know. Can I use my bunny bucks on my purchases for today? Well, let me check my book because I'm not sure. Let me see who's left over for bunny bucks. All right. Okay, so bunny bucks. Miss Sherry, we used your bunny bucks last week against your order for last week. On 6/8 actually. So who has bunny bucks with me? We have Al's Full Shop. We have Donna. Miss Donna, she's from California. She has a credit. Miss Leona has $5 bunny bucks from May. And Kathy Bonvillain has $5 bunny bucks in credit waiting. They have to come back to get it. Okay, but I used everybody's bunny bucks up from the past weeks. Yep, they're all done. But we can do a bunny buck draw right now. So let's do a bunny buck draw. Okay, so you didn't have to purchase anything. You could just be, you could just be hanging out. Oops, let's get back to the chat. Okay, and how my bunny bucks works is I'll just pick a number. I'll write down a number. And whoever gets the number wins $5 bunny bucks to use on a purchase that they use today. They purchase something today. If not, you can say hold it for credit or till next time. Or if you didn't purchase anything today, it can be used on your purchase when you do come back and purchase something. I'll never get rid of the credit. I'll always hold it in the book. Okay. All right. So we're gonna pick a number today. We're gonna do We're going to do a number from okay. My number is in that little piece of paper. The number is between, oh, hold on. Hold on. Didn't hit the chat thing. Okay, go. The number is between 20 and 40. 20 and 40. Stop. Okay, we have a winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, let's go back and look. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? All right. Let's go down the list. Ah, there we go. It looks like it's Miss Cheryl Hashkins. There we go. Number 36. Congratulations, Miss Cheryl. You have $5 Bunny Book credit with me. Thank you. Thank you. And let me write your name on that. Cheryl Hoskins. She's always very lucky at winning the Bunny Bucks. $5 Bunny Bucks. Okay. All right, so let's do one more, and then we'll call it. I think my honey is hungry and wants some food. Okay, so let's do another number. So let's do okay. We're gonna go from 50 to 70 and go. I got the number in there. Okay, I'm going to stop. I see a winner. I see a winner. Okay, guys. We have a winner. Let me go back up. All right. We're going to go through and see. Hold on. And I see. Here's the number. 67. And I see Risa is the first number, 67. Oh, whoop, whoop. Congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Risa. You got $5 Bunny Bucks coming your way. Thank you so much. All right. That was awesome, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you. It has been, it's been a very fun sale with everybody. Let me just whip that around. Okay. If there's anything that you see that did not sell and that you just have to have it, please send me an email. Okay. Let me know. Please remember, guys, leave some kind of something in the chat. You know, in the comments section, it helps my channel get pushed out there to more people. I am trying to grow my channel. You know, I'm almost at the 500. It fluctuates, you know. Remember this coming Thursday on Unimagic's channel, I'm bringing all glass. I mean, all glass. That's all I'm bringing is glass. So we could do, there's a sneak peek of what I'm bringing. I've got it all ready. So Unimagic's channel this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love for you all to come on over. There's nothing, not necessary to purchase anything. Just be there, show the support, be in the chat, help her channel out. You know, it's going to be a blast. You know, Karen Chasing Vintage will be there. Angela Isaac will be there. I will be there. And of course, our host, Unimagic, will be there. So if you love beautiful glass, come on over. And I hope to see you there. And thank you, everybody, for coming and sharing your time with me. I surely appreciate it. And as always, have a wonderful week. I will see you again Thursday, hopefully. And then, of course, my regular show is every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, great. Good, Cheryl. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Risa, you would like... Okay, hold on. Risa, you want the angel as well? Okay. I can put you down for that. And somebody wants to see the Pyrex. Hold on. Yes. Okay, babes. All right. You got it. Marianne, someone wants to see the Pyrex set up close. Okay. Pyrex set up close and personal. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let me move this out of the way. Cheryl, did you see this? Did you miss this one? You might have been late. Okay. All right. So you want to see this up close? We can do that. Let me see if I can get some lights off and I can show you some of the... But let me show you what happened with this first, okay? So here's your lid. And here's your design on it. Now here's that top. Okay, this is a 1930s top. Now this is I'm going but what Scott Old Curiosity Shop. Okay, because he had one, he did one, and I was like, wow, I found one out in the wild. Pyrex is spelled in all capitals, and the lid number is 623-C as in Charlie. Okay. That's the top. Now the bottom, of course, this Pyrex is actually my bowl. I've had it for years. And I was like, oh, let me check my Pyrex bowls. So I had this in my collection and from my own cabinet. And I was like, oh my God, this matches up. But here's the problem. It's right there. There's a small chip on the underneath side of the handle. It's not sharp. It's there. It's been a while. It has lots of wear on the bottom. It is the giant Capital Pyrex 1.5 quart. Okay. Now it does have the glow, the manganese glow. And let me show you there. Who's ever wanted to see this? I hope you're still with me. Okay, hopefully y'all can see it. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. You see that? There's a green manganese. I don't know if you can see it. And it's along the edge. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm trying. I'm trying. Anyway. Um, let's see if this works out. I really need to get a better one. Okay. Now can you see it? You can see that, right? And then it glows along the edge. Okay. So you know the bowl, you know it's old. It's an older piece. And the bottom glows as well. So here I was cooking in a pot that I didn't even realize. And the same with this. There's the manganese in here in the cake plate. Now, I mean, in a you know, if you have it all lit up, it's not going to show, you know, crazy. For stereo candlestick prices was 16, Risa. I had 16 on that, hon. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Okay. How much are the candlesticks? Okay. I'm not sure who wanted to see the Pyrex set up close. I'm not sure. Maryanne, not the right Pyrex. Okay. All right. I didn't read the chat. I'm sorry. I took you for that ride and didn't know. All right. One thing at a time. For stereo candlesticks are $16, Risa. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, so they're right here, hon. I'll put your name down on them for you. That'd be Miss Risa. I got you, Risa. Okay. Okay. The only other Pyrex I had was the canter. I went through all of that and didn't read the chat. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I should have read the chat. The only other Pyrex I have is this piece here, and that's for the decanter. The gold is in perfect condition. It's 48 ounce. If that's what somebody was asking about earlier, I'm not sure. See it? I don't know if you could see it. It has the gold flowers here, and there's your Pyrex mark. Okay. Okay. Oh, they don't understand it. Yeah, it's a hobby. It's a hobby thing. I always hear, where are you gonna put that? Okay. So other than that, so those are the things that were left over, guys. So again, if there's anything you see that You wanna, you can send me an email. No one's to know. Okay. Tex-Mex, did you get the decanter? I'm not sure. Okay, Tex-Mex wants the decanter. Okay, good. All right, so that just leaves the orange juice set. Okay. And mind you guys, the graphics on here is pristine, like nobody used it. It's amazing. Now that just leaves the Pyrex, the vintage Pyrex, the decanter, the hand painted water bucket, the Madonna, the cake plate, the candles, that, and whatever jewelry was floating, and the silk scarf. Okay, that's what's left over. I'll put your name on this Tex-Mex. Thank you so much. It's $12, Tex. $12. Oh my God. Well, we all know to call you Frank. You know, we know that's your AKA, Risa. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you for pointing that out, Cheryl. I appreciate that. I'll put that down for Tex-Mex. Thank you, thank you. Okay. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. And 6:36 p.m. Oh, Buttercup? Okay. All right. I'll try to remember that. Okay. All right, guys. So you know who's coming up next at 7 p.m., right? We have Jeffrey coming up at 7 p.m. Of Old Hadley's Vintage. Please go over and show him some love. Tell him I sent you. Let's go raid him at 7 p.m. And he's always got some really nice vintage items as well. So that's Old Hadley's Vintage. O as in OLE, Hadley's Vintage. Please go over and visit him. And until next week, again, remember Thursday at 7 p.m. this week on Uni's channel. And then I'll be back on Sunday, 3 o'clock, my usual time. Thank you, everybody, so very much. Please remember, leave me something in the comments. Just tell me what you collect, what you like. And, or, just an emoji would be good. It really, truly helps my channel to get out there, to let people know that this is what I'm doing. Okay, goodbye, sweet friends. We'll see you soon. And have a lovely week, everybody. And don't forget, go see Jeffrey, show him some love. Okay, guys. Bye for now, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye again.